Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, yes, we are finally done with the Mini Himalaya. And guys, how cool does this trailer look? I love how this ride came out. A lot of little tedious projects that kind of came together in the end here. And I absolutely love how this came out. Um, Even with the issue of having to uh, inset the wheels to get them to fit between the gunnels on the flat car, it still looks really awesome. Um, and now you guys can actually see all these parts and pieces that were separate onto the trailer now. And a huge shout out to my buddy David. He was very kind enough to print me out, or actually scan the artwork for this ride and email it to me so I could print it out on cardstock and use it. So that's how we were able to get the little snowman with a little sign there. And then when I flip it around to the other side, you guys will see a little bit of the decoration on the background there. Not too much, just because this is the racked version, but nonetheless, huge thank you to David for getting that together for me. Really appreciate it. Could not have done that without him, because I lost mine a long time ago. And so definitely super cool that he helped me out with that. But you guys can see how awesome the tubs look, all painted up and racked on the trailer. My little track sections, got those painted and racked on there. Some gates racked up front, right there. And then in the back here, I took some wire and just some like little rack pieces and kind of filled in the empty spot. Looking at pictures, that just kind of looks like this is an area where some stuff's just kind of tossed. So I threw some wire in there for like the power cables, and then just some racking to hold some stuff. We'll flip it around here. Something that I almost forgot to put on was the landing gear. So we got that on there and painted. And then here's the other side where you guys can see some of the artwork kind of through there. That's super cool to have that. Of course, we have these two background pieces that are folded up currently. So that is blocking a lot of the background, but at least on the lower and on the upper we get the details shining through there. So it is a pretty good representation of the racked ride. You guys can see I was able to fill in that extra spot where the other set of axles would have sat. So now we just have a reasonable gap for the two axles that are currently on the ride. And then these were chopped as well. These were a little bit longer. They probably came down to here. So I took a hand saw, and cut those to the right length, because they are that short on the real one. And then just another view of the back here. You guys can see the tubs all racked up in there. Very cool. Very happy with how this came out, and more importantly, I am super excited to have this done. This was not a huge project, but there was some difficulty to it, just as far as like getting the trailer put together. I lost the instructions for this a long time ago too, and so I basically just kind of worked from pictures, and then made a few changes here and there to of course create what the version that I had to, of course, custom making this tongue for the kingpin, so that way it sits on a fifth wheel plate. Little things like that kind of came together. Of course, Of course, I didn't have any of the styrene or any of that, so I had to kind of go back through my own stock and supply my own styrene, because just over the years I must have just used parts on various projects, and so of course stuff gets lost, and I probably bought this kit back in 2010, and so it just really got kicked around for a long time, like 14 years. So of course stuff was lost over time, sadly, but I think I did a pretty good job at getting everything back together and kind of doing my own rendition of it, trying to it's not 100% exact, but it's the closest HO scale version out there to the James E. Strates version. So I'm pretty proud of that, and I absolutely love how this looks. It's so cool. Seeing everything on the trailer. It was a huge pain to get all of these tubs racked in here, glued in place, try to make sure the spacing was nice, make sure they're all in a row somewhat nice. So that took a lot of time. One of those things that wasn't really super hard, but wasn't super easy. But yeah, guys, it's done. Super excited. Like I said, I absolutely love how this looks. Such a unique trailer, and this is also the first kiddie ride that I've built now. Only took 16 years, but we finally built a kiddie ride. And actually, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put this on the flat car and show you guys what I have it running with. And it's a nice contrasting piece. It's the black and white container. Of course, this has the nice pinstriping on the box. This is actually a... when I kind of got these trailer trains together here, I'm really going off of a certain consist of equipment that's in a video from 2013, since that's the year that I'm modeling this. So I'm trying to kind of make a consist that flows a little bit with that era. And so these two are going to run together, and how cool does that look? It's so cool to see it on a flat car finally. It looks awesome sitting with the black and white container. Nice contrasting colors between the two. They kind of make each other stand out. And it's just so cool. It looks awesome. I love having this on the flat car now. And I can show you guys a little bit better that dilemma that I ran in with the wheels. So as this sits right now, the wheels are pretty much, or the tires are right up against the gunnels. There's like no wiggle room. You guys can see I'm wiggling the flat car, and the trailer itself is not wiggling, so it is still a tight fit. But just imagine having the wheels on the outside of this outer part of the frame on both sides. That was not gonna work. So that cutting into the frame and moving those wheels in, that was a 100% necessary thing to get these to fit on the flat car. So that was really my only really the only thing I ran into on this project, other than just not having certain things for this trailer, having to go through my parts and kind of source a lot of stuff. Other than that, that was the only hiccup that I really ran into. And yeah, I love it. It's such a cool ride. It looks awesome. Of course, this side is the exciting side because you get to see the tracks and the tubs and all of the um, pretty much the support network of the trailer and how everything's racked and everything. But the other side is just as cool in my opinion because we have the artwork. You get a neat view of the artwork that's kind of hidden, but you still see it, so it's still there. And like I said, I printed this on cardstock, and you guys can kind of see the thickness of this. I can't remember the exact thickness of this, but I wasn't going to print that on paper because that would have just been too flimsy. Cardstock holds up really nice. It paints well. It glues well, and it paints good. No glue and no paint runs through this. So that was kind of a big concern of mine, was how was I going to attach that and get this backside painted. So I printed off quite a few of these, way more than what I needed. Just so that way I had a few to test with. Tested some gluing, tested the paint, of course, and found out that cardstock worked really well for not letting any of that stuff bleed through. Because that was one of my concerns, is if the paint and the glue bled through, how was I going to attach this? Luckily, nothing bled through. Was able to attach it, and it worked out really, really well. So, super excited for that. There's kind of the long shot of that. Looks so cool. So happy to have this ride done. This is one of those rides where, you know, in reality, I should have built it a long time ago, but at the same time, I'm glad I did it now because my modeling skills are a lot more advanced than they were 14 years ago. So it's you know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, I wish I would have had it done a long time ago, but I feel like I made it the absolute best I could have with my skill nowadays, and I'm very happy with how everything came out. It's just so cool looking, and another project done, another project off of my to-do list. So really excited for that. And I love it. I love seeing it on the flat car. It looks so cool. Sitting with something else. Throughout its years on the train, it has, it's been on a dolly a lot. It's been on a truck a lot. 2013... It pretty much spent that whole time on a dolly. So on my train, it will not be on a truck. It'll be on a dolly behind either a container or a 28-foot. It's always going to be on the dolly. And I think it looks pretty cool. So I am definitely happy to have that done. Like I said, wasn't super hard, but it was I think paint-wise, it was actually harder than anything, especially to paint the trailer. Just painting the trailer itself, I had to paint it before I put this back wall on, and I think I talked about this in the last video, just because there's so many tight little spots, and I didn't spray this, I hand-painted it, so I really had to leave myself some room to get the brush in those tight spots. And then figure out how to carefully attach the back wall, and then just kind of went from there. So, but there it is, done. Looks awesome. You guys pretty much got to see the entire transformation from parts to finished project. I love stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this part, and we'll be on to the next. I have a couple super simple projects. We have that 53-foot box trailer The one that holds a merry-go-round, that one's got to get painted white, or repainted white, and then the 53-foot drop deck, that's the large show office, that's got to be painted all white. Those are pretty simple projects. I think I'm just going to get the painting part done, and then I'll bring you guys back just for like maybe one or two more videos on those. They're super simple trailers, so nothing super exciting. Definitely not as cool as this, but um, we'll cover those, and then I think after those are done, I do have a few little things that I kind of need to take care of amongst all these trailer trains. Some trailers that I just need to fix a couple things here and there, or add a few things here and there. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to kind of dive into some of those smaller projects. One big project that I do want to tackle soon is completely rebuilding the top spin. That was the very first ride that I built back in early 2010, and it's cool, but there are some things I definitely could have done better. So I have kits that I can use still to make a new one. So I think that's one of those things that I definitely want to redo. But for now, I'm just going to kind of get some of these simple little projects done, and then we'll kind of move on to something bigger like that. So that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed the whole build process on that. And until next time, take care.